Have you ever felt that the more you try to stand out, the lonelier you feel? Or that the louder you shout to be seen, the more the world seems to ignore you? We live in the era of mandatory exposure. If you aren't in a photo, you weren't there. If you don't post your achievements, they don't count. If you don't get likes, you are nobody. But have you asked yourself what price you are paying for that validation? Every time you seek attention, you are handing over control of your emotions to a stranger. You are saying, "My value depends on what you think of me." Does that sound like someone wise? Does that sound like someone powerful? Of course not. It is the definition of a modern slave. Think about the great predators in nature. A tiger doesn't roar when it's hunting. A shark doesn't jump out of the water to be seen before it attacks. They move in silence. They're invisible until it's too late for their prey. Wisdom works the same way. The wise person knows that attention is a distracting noise. It is a lighthouse that attracts not only friends, but also the envious, the parasites, and unnecessary problems. But here is the first great secret that most ignore. Invisibility is not hiding. It is control.
When you are invisible by choice, you have an unfair advantage over everyone else. You can observe without being observed. You can analyze without being judged. You can move while everyone else is busy trying to look good in front of the camera. Have you ever been in a meeting where someone won't stop talking? We all know who that person is. They try to prove they know things. They try to dominate. They try to be the center. And yet, no one truly respects them. Now, think of that other person, the one sitting in the back. They listen, they observe, they only speak when they have something truly important to say. And when they do, the whole room falls silent. That person has mastered the art of invisibility. They don't need your attention because they know their value is internal. The ego is your worst enemy on this path. The ego is like a small child screaming in a supermarket. He wants candy, he wants toys, he wants to be looked at. And if they don't look at him, he throws himself on the floor and cries. Most people spend their entire lives feeding that child. They spend money they don't have on clothes they don't need to impress people they don't even like. It is a rat race where the prize is nothing, just more emptiness. The wise person, on the other hand, has killed the child, or at least has locked him in a dark room. They understand that true freedom is having no one know who you are, what you do, or how much money you have in the bank. If no one knows what you have, no one can take it from you. If no one knows what you are planning, no one can sabotage you. If no one knows who you are, no one can use your weaknesses against you. This leads us to a concept that will blow your mind: the power of absence. Did you know that scarcity creates value? This is basic economics, but it works the same in human relationships. If you are available to everyone all the time, your value drops to the floor. You are like air, vital, but no one thanks you for it because it's always there. But when you are selective, when your presence is a rare gift, people start to truly value you. Imagine you're in a group of friends and you are always the one proposing plans, the one who texts first, the one who is always free. What happens? They stop putting in effort. They take you for granted. Now imagine that suddenly you disappear. Not in a dramatic way, you simply stop being so available. You start focusing on your projects, on your silence, on your own life. What do you think is going to happen? Curiosity will start to eat them alive. Where is he? What is he doing? You've just created an open loop in their minds without saying a single word. That is the art of invisibility applied. Imagine you are in a jungle. The loudest animal is the one that dies first. The monkey that screams reveals its position. The brightly colored bird is spotted by the eagle. In the modern world, the jungle consists of social media, work, and social circles. People who post every thought they have, every meal they eat, and every political opinion that crosses their mind are constantly screaming their position. They are giving the world all the tools to be manipulated. The wise person is the one who stays in the shadows. He knows everyone's opinions, but no one knows his. He knows who the allies are and who the traitors are, but no one knows which side he is on. He is the chess player moving the pieces while everyone else thinks they're playing checkers. Many believe that to be successful, you need to be famous. Fatal error. There's a concept called the millionaire next door. It's that person who drives a normal car, lives in a normal house, but has a 10-figure bank account. That person is invisible to the rest, invisible to the envious, and invisible to the scammers. While the fake rich person is busy paying installments on a Lamborghini so that people they don't know can give them validation on Instagram, the invisible millionaire is buying their freedom. The wise person doesn't need attention because attention is a responsibility. When everyone is looking at you, you have to act. You have to maintain an image. You have to be what they expect you to be. When you are invisible, you can be who you truly are. You can make mistakes, learn, and grow without the weight of public judgment. Invisibility equals authenticity. To be invisible, you must be willing to let your ego suffer. There will be moments where someone will say something stupid and you will want to correct them. Your ego will scream, tell them they're wrong, prove you're smarter. If you give in, you have lost. You have stepped out of the shadow. You have become visible. You have spent energy on a battle that gives you nothing. The wise person simply smiles, nods, and lets the fool keep being a fool. He prefers peace over being right, because he knows the truth needs no defense. The truth simply is. In Eastern philosophy, there is much talk about the void. A glass is useful because of the empty space inside it. A room is useful because of the void between its walls. If you fill your life with noise, with seeking approval and constant presence, you leave no space for wisdom to enter. Invisibility creates that void, that silence where you can hear yourself. How many times have you made a decision based on what others would think of you? Almost everything we do is colored by the fear of judgment or the desire for applause. By giving up attention, you cut those strings. You become the puppeteer of your own life. There was once a strategist in ancient China. He wasn't a general, he wasn't a king. He was an advisor who lived in a small hut in the mountains. 3 different empires wanted his head because they knew he was the brain behind their army's defeats. They sent spies, they sent assassins, they sent entire armies to look for him. They never found him. He would go down to the village, sit in the tavern, drink tea with the peasants, and listen to the rumors. No one suspected that old man in worn clothes. He saw the troop movements from the next table. He heard the secrets of the messengers who stopped to rest. He won wars before they started, and then he went back to his hut to read poetry. He died of old age, in peace, while the kings who sought him killed each other for a bit of glory that no one remembers today. He understood that the map is not the territory, and that the name is not the thing. Being someone important to the world is carrying a target on your back. Being nobody to the world, but everything to yourself, is true success. You might think, but if I'm invisible, no one will love me. Or, if I don't stand out, I won't get promoted. This is a natural fear, but it's based on a lie. People don't love those who seek attention. They tolerate them. People love those who make them feel heard, important, and safe. And no one can make someone feel that way better than a person who has given up their own need to be the center. When people feel you need nothing from them, not their approval, not their applause. They go crazy trying to find out why. Your invisibility becomes a mirror where they see their own insecurities. And that is why they can't stop looking at you. Thank you for listening. If this message has helped you, subscribe for more tools that will transform your mindset. See you next time.